Conversations with Kris and Katie. I am Katie, the founder of Elevate Online, joined today by Kris, the founder of Evergreen Leadership, and together we created Leap to help others start and grow their consultancies swiftly, smartly, and with support. Today, we're going to be talking about a very special topic, which is how you can create a standout business just by being you. So in our upcoming Step Up session in our Prosper community, the topic is going to be about what are your core values and difference that matters. So Kris, how have you seen doing that work translate into successful and standout businesses for others and even yourself?
Absolutely. And this was a big breakthrough I had after 4 or 5 years in. When I first started, I got a lot of advice about what it should be, right? It needed to be formal and businesslike, and you had certain relationships with your clients, but you kept them at an arm's length, and you always had to come and kind of puff it up and be the expert. And I stepped back and went through an exercise of figuring out what some of my deeply held values were, where my strengths were, and how they might show up in ways that matter to clients. And I strategized and refocused my business on that. So I'll give you a tangible example. Is one of the things I extraordinarily value and something I'm really good at is developing relationships over time. I focus on relationships. Learning and growth is something that's important to me and a value I hold. So I put together some of my core values. Built that into my strategic plan. And you know what's interesting about it is my business grew. The business I was attracting filled me up. I did better work. I attracted the right clients, and all kinds of good things came out of that. But the way I put it together is uniquely me. It won't work for you, and it won't work for some other people. Another quick example, it was our very, very first lead client, and as we're coaching her and she's getting started, she had all these, well, it should be this. Like if I'm doing communication and consulting, it needs to be very formal and business or whatever. And it was so contrary to kind of how she showed up in the world. She's warm, witty, vivacious, out there. And I still clearly remember the day she sent me her first email that was going to go out to her first prospect. And it was so bland and boring. And I called her up. I didn't even respond to an email and said, what is going on here? I don't know who wrote this email, but it wasn't you. And it gave her that permission to step into being her. And she's taken her business and it's been extraordinarily successful. So showing up as you and being truthful and authentic to who you are, what your strengths are, what your values are, enables you to build a business that is the right fit for you, but also offers just really high value to your clients too. And the right clients will find you.
It's really like holistically going to help you create that business that just fits you perfectly for who you are.
Yeah. You don't have to be a certain somebody else, be you, add high value, figure out how all that you bring adds value to your client and keep doing that good work with them and good things will happen.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, so if our listeners and watchers want to learn more about this topic, you can join us at our upcoming Step Up session in August. And during that time, we'll be using a proven model that helps you do those things that Kris said, get grounded in your values, leverage your strengths, use your passions and energies, and take that and kind of create and look at the foundation of your business. So if you can't join us for that, I would just encourage you to consider those things and think about how they might shape your offerings, how they might shape who you want to work with, how they might shape how you're showing up to work with those people. And at Leap, we have several free and paid resources around the topic of consulting and freelancing, and you can learn more about those here.